Apple is poised to be the world's largest phone maker and is going to overtake Samsung this year. Aluminum OS. You heard it here first. This is breaking news story. You will be so interested in what that means, and for sure you're gonna want to know. And Black Friday, come on, tomorrow you get to spend your money. I'll tell you what I bought. We're gonna bear our panel's gonna bare their souls and tell you what they bought for Black Friday. I'm Ron Brown. This is Tech for Senior Live. Welcome, and welcome to the show. And if you are on the East Coast of the United States, I bet by now you can smell that turkey cooking, because you should have the turkey in the oven. It's probably starting to cook, and you're going to have that wonderful smell of turkey in your house as you sit back, put your feet up, grab a cup of coffee, and listen to us talk about the news of the week. And we have a great panel for you. Our usual group is here, and we're going to talk about some pretty good stuff, and you're going to find it really interesting today. I think it's a great show. Just let everyone know a couple of administrative things. First of all, our vertical and horizontal, for those of you who didn't see the show last week, StreamYard has a new feature that came out, and it allows for two formats. One is vertical and one is horizontal. And we tried it out last week. Yeah, he was upside down. Anyway, Stuart, I don't think StreamYard ever heard of beta testing. Like they just put this out, and it was a mess. And and certainly the all my other people I do broadcasting with, I was like, what is going on? What do you guys think of it? And they all said dumped it. Now, to be fair to StreamYard, they have made a lot of changes. But since we're taking a holiday through December, we thought we wouldn't tackle that today, and we'll just go back to the old way. And maybe through December, they'll get this fixed out, maybe do a little beta testing so it becomes more usable. So remember the horizontal vertical thing we talked about last week. It's all back to normal. We should just be in a horizontal position. Huey, you're even upright this week. That's pretty good.
I don't feel it. I feel like I'm upside down. But,
all right. And so just so everybody remembers as well is this will be our last broadcast we're going to take December off, and our Monday show, Tech for Senior Live, Tech for Senior on Monday will continue on. There will be no change there, but this show will we're taking off for December, but we are going to do a 10-minute clip of news articles for the Monday show, and we're going to insert them in our Monday show. So if you are a news hungry person and you have to get your news, just come over to our Monday show and we'll have some good stuff for you there.
News.
Tech news. Yes. Tech. Yes. I'm sorry. Tech news.
No political.
No political stuff. It's all technology news. Let me introduce everybody today. We have, of course, really doesn't need an introduction.
So don't do it. I'm here.
I'll give him an introduction anyway. But he's my partner. We've started Tech for Senior 7 years ago. So anyway, we're good friends, and that is Huey Poplick from Bradenton, Florida.
And we're supposed to get a little bit of rain today. We haven't had and we're way behind. They're doing some water restrictions now and everything in this area. We're really dry, and we didn't have any hurricanes. We didn't get all that rain that we usually get.
You didn't get any this year, eh? That was pretty good.
We didn't get any. Very unusual. Yeah,
good one.
No hurricanes hit the state of Florida.
Excellent. And of course, we have Mike Lehman from Moncton, New Brunswick. And I always introduce him as the father of technology. Well, he's actually the grandfather of technology because he was installing technology before the technology was invented, or discovered or whatever. So anyway, he knows all about technology and lives in Moncton, New Brunswick on the eastern side of Canada. Welcome, Mike. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. The weather's still pretty good here. It is fall, but it's nice. It's the sun shining today, and not a bad day. It's still, the temperature's a little chilly. We're down around 3 or 4 degrees Celsius, so just above freezing. But we can live with this. No snow on the ground here.
Well, I live on British Columbia, and I live out on a little island called Vancouver Island off the coast, and we have a ski hill right behind. I live on the water, so it doesn't really snow much down here, but we have a big ski hill behind us, and my kids are coming for Christmas, and they want to go skiing. Like, they're really keen skiers. So I'm just hoping every day that we get some snow up in the hills. That'll be nice for them. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping for.
This morning here, it was 71 degrees when I was going to go out and sit out in front and read my emails and so on. I like to do that out on my carport. And I said, "What's the humidity?" 95%.
Oh, really? Wow. Huey, we should. Is anyone listening?
Yeah, we got some people on this Thanksgiving Day are here. Probably most of the Canadians are here. They got nothing else to do.
That's right.
No, they're all watching Macy's parade.
Yeah.
Oh, is it on today? Yeah, it's on today.
Yeah, it started this morning.
Yeah. Ed Weiss says low 40s, sunny in central New Jersey. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, Ed. Elva says turning in here in Arlington, Texas. Tuning in here in Arlington, Texas before heading to my son's house for turkey dinner in Plano, Texas. Very happy you're doing this on U.S. Thanksgiving Day. Well, Elva, thank you, and thank you for listening, and have a very happy Thanksgiving with your family. That's great. Thank you for coming and listening. Mike Ungerman. Mike is our gets the Star Award this week. He sent me some great articles today. Thank you so much, Mike. And Mike also sent me a video called the Brasswater Aquarium, which I've been stunned with. It was just such a great video. I think we're going to play that on the Monday. I'm trying to get Huey. He's running the Monday show. So I said, we got to play that on our Monday show, maybe in the social time before. But thank you for sending that, Mike. That was just great. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Gobble, gobble.
Mm-hmm. Mike Saunders from Chesson, England, 53 degrees in UK. Yes. Streaming. Mike Ungerman says, screaming fans, Roku had a great sale on some of the major streaming services. Mike Saunders says, ideal. Why not invite a member to join you for one episode. Ideal. Why not invite a member to join you for one episode? We did that a couple of years ago. Remember, Huey? We had a bring a friend to the Monday show, and we had a few people bring some people to the Monday show.
I think what he
It's
means
interesting.
is maybe invite Mike to join us in our discussions.
Oh, I see. Well, that'd be a great idea. And of course, we have Marie from Good Morning from Victoria, BC, where it is 9 degrees centigrade, drizzle. Happy Thanksgiving to all south of the border.
Those of you who are dual lingual, 9 degrees centigrades, what's the temperature?
Double it and add 30, so about 58.
About 58.
Okay.
Clark Walker, happy Thanksgiving from New Jersey, USA. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving, Clark. Steve Parker, Niagara region, felt like hurricane weather last night. Huey, you're welcome to have it back. I think, did you get snow, Steve? I mean, there's a whole bunch of snow, I think, falling. Aren't you guys, so isn't it south of the border? And aren't you expecting a big snowfall today? Isn't there weather warnings? There on the news today, there was also a weather warning about snow and impending.
Northern
storms.
Ontario and Quebec were supposed to get
snow as well. Yeah. Interesting. All right. I guess we should get on and do some of the news, eh? That's what people want to listen to. Okay. So the first article that we want to talk about, and we do 3 in-depth articles and then we go rapid fire through all the other articles, was an interesting one. And this came up today. Apple set to become the world's top phone maker, overtaking Samsung.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Well, yeah, well,
because I no longer have a Samsung phone, even though I didn't go to an iPhone. I'm one less Samsung owner out there. I went to the Pixel from Google.
I know.
I did my part, though. I bought a new Samsung this week. So,
oh, there you go. According to Counterpart Research, Apple is on track to become the #1 smartphone maker globally in 2025. The first time it's held the position since 2011. The driver, the strong market success of the new iPhone 17 lineup. Key numbers: Apple's smartphone shipments are forecast to grow about 10% in 2025. Samsung, by comparison, is expected to see only growth of 4.6%. The global smartphone market overall is projected roughly to grow 3.3%. And with that, Apple's global smartphone market should reach around 19.4% for 2025. And why does this matter? What's behind analysis at Counterpoint see a replacement cycle inflection point. Many consumers who bought phones during the COVID boom are now upgrading. That's fueling Apple's sales surge. Other tailwinds helping Apple: easing geopolitical tensions, U.S.-China trade things cooling, and weaker U.S. dollar, booming demand for iPhones in emerging markets. Looking ahead, according to Counterpoint, Apple is not just expected to be #1 in 2025. It could maintain the top spot through at least till 2029. So, hold on here.
I wonder if that's units or dollars.
Yeah.
Because if it's dollars, they definitely could be #1 now.
Yeah, they're definitely doing well. And I thought it was just interesting. Now, we always talk about the Pixel phones, and Huey and I have a Pixel phone, as well as the Mike Ungerman as well. But Pixel is Google's phone, and again, it has a very tiny market share. Even though we talk a lot about it, and there's lots of PR and a lot of press, I mean, they're probably talking. I'm not sure what their sales this year will maybe be something like 15 million phones, whereas Motorola makes 40 million, and we're talking about, Samsung and Apple are under 200 million, right? So the global market is a lot different. But because we always talk about Pixel, and they're great phones. I like Google's Pixel phones, so they're very interesting, and particularly if you're a Google person, they work very well. All right, the second
I saw
article,
an article, and I don't think it's in one of our articles today, but the Apple foldable, which should be out the end of the year or the first of next year. It's going to be about $2,300 for a phone.
But Huey, that's going to be popular. They've talked a lot about that, and yes, it's expensive,
I know,
but it's going to be sold out. Like this is a big
next year it'll be out of date.
Yeah, worldwide, it's people are going to buy the phone. All right, the second one is really interesting. Now, this is you and I are really super interested in this. Google's new Aluminum OS project brings Android to PC. Here's what we know. So, this is the final word. So, we've talked a lot about Chrome OS and Chromebooks, right? You and I we did a lot of teaching about Chromebooks. We're sort of Chromebook people. And of course, Chrome OS is what runs Chromebooks. And of course, we've known now for the last probably year and a half, maybe 2 years, that they're going to change and they're amalgamating the Android operating system into the Chrome OS to come up with a final verdict of the two, which actually could be a competition to a Windows operating system. And this is going to be this is the final. So this is the leak that just got out yesterday. So that's why I've got this cutting news. And it's the code name for this is going to be Aluminum OS. This was leaked from a developer forum. So the code name now, and they have a whole team getting this project underway. So we might see it by the end of the year. It's very interesting. So it is Aluminum is a new operating system from Google. It's Android based and designed specifically for PCs. The goal to unify Android and Chrome OS under a single desktop platform. Key features: Aluminum OS is described as built with AI at the core. Google intends to support full spectrum of devices, and hardware forms will include laptops, tablets, and small desktop boxes. So what's known now is a job posting for senior product manager, Android laptop and tablets confirmed. The code name Aluminum OS. Now, what will ultimately be the terminology of that, or what ultimately will be the name, I don't know. But that's the developing name. So it's on the way, and that's going to make a huge difference in because the Chromebook OS, the Chrome OS and Chromebooks will be changed, and I'm just assuming it's all going to be backwards compatible and everything will work. So that's happening, and that will be lots of news stories for us, Huey and Mike. You guys got any comments on that? I mean, it's not really. I mean, there's not a lot to say about it yet, but it is a big news item.
Are they going to call the Chromebooks aluminum books now?
I don't know. Anyway, all right. So let's move on to the third article, which of course is this week's best tech deals. And really the article is all about what you can buy for Black Friday, which of course is tomorrow. But of course, they've had Black Friday for the last week. Actually, they've had Black Friday for the last month. It's been going on and on and on and on. But anyway, I thought we would just talk about, hey, what has everyone bought for Black Friday? And I just wanted to show you a little video of what I bought for Black Friday. This is my gift to myself. And that's my new robotic vacuum. I'm sort of addicted to robotic vacuums. So anyway, so that was my gift to you. What did you buy? Did you buy anything for Black Friday?
No, as I said in the pre-show discussions, I was looking for some specific things, and they didn't go on sale. The other items similar to them did, but not what I wanted. But we discussed some things, so I may switch what I'm going to buy, and I may still buy some things for Black Friday.
One of the things, one of the articles that we're going to cover today, it's interesting because This is actually, seriously though, if you are considering buying a laptop or buying a tablet or something like that, this actually is a really good time to do it, because not only is it Black Friday, but it's also the chips are here in stock and it's being produced. The costs are going to, there's some articles saying the costs are going to go up significantly this in 2026 for the same products. So we're looking at, if you're sort of on the hedge about buying a laptop, I would recommend buying it now, because you're going to get clobbered in 2026. They're going to go up quite a bit more as new products come in. So I would have a look at that and sort of. Mike, did you do any oh, you got a second monitor? You said you.
Well, I bought a second monitor, but I bought it secondhand.
Oh.
So I bought it on Facebook Marketplace, but I picked up a 20-inch Hewlett Packard widescreen monitor for $20. So can't knock that. The only two things I had to buy besides that I bought this week is I bought a monitor arm, which I paid $40 for, to mount my new monitor, which I paid $20 for. And I bought an HDMI to DVI cable, which I paid under $10 for. But they were both on sale. So that, I did profit from Black Friday.
Right. And don't forget, there's also Cyber Monday, which is coming up on Monday. This coming Monday with our show will be, of course, Cyber Monday. And that's again, more sales and more sales. And then we got Christmas sales. So as Christmas rolls along. So anyway, keep up. There are some really good stuff. I mean, particularly in robotic vacuums, there's some crazy deals, like just unbelievable deals. Anyway, okay.
Let's get on with the news.
Huey, let's get you up on the stage here, and we will have a look and see what's going on here.
Okay, we're going to start with getting started with Gemini 3. This article is a beginner's guide to Gemini 3, Google's innovative AI model detailing its advanced capabilities, like multimodal reasoning, whatever that means, Python code generation, and agentic tasks designed to transform software development. And speaking of Python, I got a notice when I was doing something in one of the AIs, and it says Python doesn't allow that. Python is a programming language, which apparently is what most of these AIs are using. And, there's all kinds of new computer languages, and we don't hear about C++ anymore, or some of the other ones that were very prevalent just a few years ago.
Huey, about this article is Gemini 3, of course, has changed the user space. In other words, it looks more like ChatGPT, I guess you could say, but they've changed the material design of it, and it is popular. Like, this is now, since Gemini 3 came out, they integrated it with Nano Banana. This is hot stuff now, and it's chewing away at ChatGPT's users. It really is big. This is a big move ahead, right?
Yeah, I've been using it and ChatGPT, and I'm getting to the point where Gemini gives me much better answers.
There you go. So a lot of people are feeling that way.
Yeah.
And so if you haven't tried it for a while, go. It's different, and it's great. It's really good. Mike, any thoughts, or did you use Gemini?
Well, no, just I demoed it last night at my music group, and just to show them how I was doing my preparation for music nights. And I brought up the Gemini 3 client on the big screen and said, like, I searched for something, and it gave me the answers, of course, right away. And then I said, and if you want to generate a picture, and I just typed in, create a snow scene with a sleigh ride and two people in it and the sun shining, and, presto, and like, bingo, here's a picture. So everybody's quite amazed.
And let's see, Comet by Perplexity is it the best Android browser of 2025? Perplexity's Comet AI browser for Android redefines mobile web navigation by integrating artificial intelligence to enhance efficiency, simplify tasks, and offer more intuitive experience. The browser's core features include the Comet Assistant for automating tasks like shopping and summarizing content, a privacy-first approach with local data storage and intelligent tab management. So we're seeing more and more AI-based browsers coming out, but are people going to embrace them? We'll have to see.
I predict, Huey, in another year, everyone's gonna be using them. We've got Atlas. It should be available. Atlas is of course ChatGPT's browser, but it's only available on the Mac. But it should be coming out for PCs soon. We've got Comet by Perplexity, and then of course Copilot is big changes there. So they're all agentic browsers. So I think more and more people are gonna be using these.
Yep, I think so. 5 AI prompting secrets unlock sharper responses with the Goldilocks technique. And the Goldilocks prompting technique is a method for crafting instructions for AI that strike the just right balance, avoiding the pitfalls of prompts that are either too vague or over detailed. By providing the optimal level of context and guidance, this approach helps AI achieve consistency, high quality outputs, and are both accurate and creative, ultimately improving efficiency across various tasks. So the Goldilocks technique, another term for you to understand, and now you know what it is. And let me move here. 10 genius iPhone apps you need right now. So if you have an iPhone, you want to read this article.
And a lot of people do. A lot of people have iPhones, and more people are going to have them. So.
Yep. And Amazon Miss A Plus is now available in Canada. So those of you,
sort of, I'm on the list. I asked Miss A. I said, how do I get this? She says, well, we can put you on the list. I thought, are you on the list as well, Mike?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So, anyway, but Huey's got it. You really like it, Huey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been using it. This morning I was watching a newscast, and somebody had a jacket with their who they belong to, but there was an acronym I had never heard of before. And I asked Miss A what it was, and she went into a discussion on what it was. Did I want to know anything more about it? I thought it was kind of neat. So I'm using it more and more to answer questions that I have that come up while watching TV.
Richard Clarkin said there, why does Alexa message me on my Echo Show 5, second generation, that Alexa Plus asks me if I want it when it's not available for the Echo Show 5?
Apparently it doesn't know what you have, only the fact that it's available.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of different devices that historically go back, because they may be making these devices for a long time. So what it's going to play on, that becomes more complicated.
For those of you who are interested, here is an article, How to Watch Every NFL Game on Thanksgiving Day, the scheduled TV channels and more. So if you're a football fan, it's getting difficult. It used to be you go watch ABC, NBC, or CBS, and you see the football games you wanted to. Now they're all over the spectrum, and this way you'll be able to kind of decipher where your teams are playing or who's playing where and so on. So I thought that was a good article for today. Saturday, I think it'll be a little late. Ron, this is you.
Yeah, this is interesting. Have you heard of this, Hugh? This came out this morning. This is from Windows Central. This is Windows 11 Settings app will soon be able to update your apps for you. So in your Windows update that you get, your system update, it's going to be able to update any apps that you had in the place that you got, I guess, from the Windows Store. So in the past, it's only been like security updates and Windows system updates, but this is going to do apps from the store. Have you heard of that, Huey? Did you know that, or
Well,
have you talked about that at your WinSig? Is that
I talked about the WinGet. And so
no?
apparently what they're doing is taking the WinGet and they're going to make an app, and not an app, but they're going to include it in the updates, and you're going to be able to do. So some of
Yeah.
the basics for it are already there. So they're going to just incorporate it in the updates.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But I
I
guess
do too.
it's only going to be with apps you got at the Windows Store.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
And most of us don't get them from the Windows Store. We just click on a link and install it. So.
Yeah. Now, lots of controversy this week. Google. So I wanted this is an interesting article, actually. Google dismisses claims that Gmail is using your emails to train Gemini AI. Now, this was lots of articles this week talking about the fact that it's using some articles came out saying that Gmail was using what you discussed in your Gmail to train Gemini AI. And Google came out and actually emphatically denied that. So it is not using Gemini AI it's not training their models off that. But there's a but here. But Google does scan all your Gmails. In fact, Google scans all your information on your Google Drive. It looks at your photos, it looks at all your documents, it looks at everything on your Google Drive, and you have to be careful what you say, because all of the stuff you have in your Google account must conform to the Google community guidelines. And if it doesn't, then they can revoke your Google account and could send the information off to law enforcement or do a lot of different things with it, but you must conform to Google guidelines. And so it is all scanned. So it's not that but what they're saying here is that it's not using it to train AI. So that's all that's saying.
Okay, this is the best of the year 2025. This is PC Magazine's editors select the top products and services of 2025. I don't agree with all of their findings, and I'm not sure how influential advertisers are in the selections as well. So I'll read it with a grain of thought, and it may not be. They were talking about some video cameras, home cameras, and I have been shopping and looking at a lot of them, and a lot of them that I've seen in articles saying these are ones that you shouldn't use. You should use other ones instead. Are their selections for the top ones? So just weigh it. Don't think that they are the ultimate, and whatever they say is accurate. Back to you, Ron.
This is I put this on for you, Huey. This is a good WinSig article. This is the Windows 11 features Microsoft has been testing through November. So if you're interested, it's an information article. This is which side of the screen is the star thing you're going to be on in the next update, right? Like who cares? But anyway, this is all the stuff they're testing and things that are coming down the road. It's sort of a interesting article if you're a Windows guy, but that's not your Windows.
Yeah, some things won't happen, but others will.
Yeah, exactly. But might be interesting. This was an interesting article. This was actually, I think this was from The Verge, and this was from actually Dell. Dell announced that around 500 million PCs are still holding off upgrading to Windows 11. Like that's a big chunk of the people. They're still using Windows 10 or earlier. So a big chunk of the stuff. In fact, Dell Computers expects 2026 to be really a flat market and not much PC sales because of cost increase And the only reason Dell said that they're going to actually be able to confirm their profit is because of their AI and in cloud storage and all the other technology behind them. But as far as PC sales go, next year is not going to be a good one for PC sales. So anyway, interesting. Well, guess what? I put this in, because of course it is Black Friday coming up. But if you haven't, now I challenge everybody to do this. Now I haven't done this with Gemini. Use it for Chat GPT all the time. Do some shopping with it. Ask your whichever browser, whether you're using Chat GPT, Copilot, or Gemini. Ask it. Say, hey, I want to buy a new webcam, and what do you think I should buy? And it's amazing what comes up. I use Chat GPT 100% for all my Amazon purchases, for any searching I do. It gives me the information. All that information is there for me. It even goes down and searches all the local stores here for prices and everything. Anyway, so the news story was shop smarter with Copilot and Edge this holiday season. They have integrated more of the shopping features into Copilot, which is available. But folks, if you are, don't go researching. If you want to buy a webcam, don't try and go to all the different places and look and figure this all out, because these AI will do it all for you, and it does it. You'd be amazing how well it does. This is what I said earlier. Planning a PC upgrade. HP warns of higher prices ahead. So we are looking at next year's going to be expensive. And Richard Clarkson in that article said, when he was looking at that, he said, saw HP is switching to AI and eliminating 4,000 to 6,000 jobs worldwide. Yeah, that's a news story come up. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, that's a big one.
And this is mastering file organization in Windows 11, folder search and shortcuts that actually work. I think that most of us, when we learned how to use the file organization, whatever way we learn, that's the way we do it and have been doing it for years. Doesn't mean it's the most efficient or the best. And this article will give you some ideas how you can improve your use of File Manager and make it much more efficient and work better for you as far as searching and so on.
I've got to read that article. I'm going to go back and read it.
We all do, because I guarantee that whatever way you learn to use file management, you're still using today that you did 10 or 15 years ago. And there are some ways in which you can do it much more efficiently and better.
And it even changed in Windows 11. So there's an even more efficient way of doing things, which we probably just don't use because we do the old way, right?
Yep. SpaceX brings its cheapest 100 megabits per second Starlink plan to Canada and Australia. So if you're interested in doing the Starlink, you can get the cheapest one now in Canada. It's only 100 megabits per second, but for most people, that's certainly fast enough.
I guess what you're looking at, Huey, is really it's fine for us. Even I live on Vancouver Island, and I live in a fairly, rural area, but we have fiber optic, high speed cable. We've got all the services. Yeah. But once you move any farther outside the area and you get really into rural areas, then you just don't have accurate, you don't have the internet speed that you need.
Okay, and 5 surprising gadgets you can connect to your PC's empty USB ports. This article outlines 5 useful and surprising gadgets to connect to your PC's vacant USB ports to improve functionality and control. These accessories include USB Wi-Fi or Bluetooth adapters if you have an older computer that may not have those built in. hardware security keys for better two-factor authentication, programmable USB foot pedals. I've never considered foot pedals, but the people that use them just love them. And let's see, and macro pads for custom shortcuts, and that's like our Stream Deck. Both Ron and I use Stream Deck, which we love, and use it often. And then also a simple USB desk fans for comfort. So, and I think do you still have your plug-in coffee warmer that you can plug in on a USB port?
I do.
So there's lots of things that you can connect, because a lot of the newer computers and even older computers have enough, especially the desktop ones, have enough plugs that you probably have some extras.
The other thing, Huey, that just to remind everyone, if you have a UPS plugged into your computer, and I have two of them in my office here, there's often a lot of charging ports on a UPS. Now, sometimes people put it just behind their computers and they forget about it and just sits there, but it's actually got a whole bunch of pluggable things that you can plug into a UPS. So remember that if you're hunting around moaning that you don't have enough plugins, go look at your UPS sitting behind your computer. There's lots of stuff there that you can plug into.
And 7 monitor specs that are officially too old in 2025. The article that's lists 7 monitor specifications considered outdated in 2025, suggesting that older components like TN panels and 60 hertz refresh rates limit PC's performance for both work and gaming. So you might want to read this article to see if you got an older monitor, you might want to consider getting a newer monitor.
I just want to know, Mike, how old was the monitor you just bought?
I'm not sure. It's an HP 2007, so I'm not sure, but it works great for what I want it for. So for $20. $20,
what the heck, right?
And for those of you who use Microsoft Word on your phone, here's the right way to use it on your phone. And let's see if there's anything here in this article. Explains how to effectively use a Microsoft Word mobile app by embracing its strengths like mobile optimized features and touch gestures, rather than treating it like a desktop version. So if you use Word on your phone, you may be using it wrong, and this article will help you use it correctly on that small device called the phone. And 6 ways to repurpose an old iPad. I have an old iPad. I have one that is on version 12.5 and can't be updated. It doesn't run a lot of the newer stuff that I want to run. And I do have a 9th generation now iPad that I do most of my work on remotely and outside and so on. So I have this iPad that's not worth anything really, to $20 or so if I try to trade it in on something. Not worth a whole lot. So I started looking through this article, and it said how to make it a third monitor or a second monitor if you wish. And I started following directions. I had to download a program, and I'm going to have to pay for the one that I got. I think it's about $50 a year. But I am using it right now. That old iPad sitting right in front of me, and it's got the article information about each of the articles that I summarized using AI sitting in front of me. I'm able to use it as a third monitor now. And so instead of it sitting on my shelf, either charging and never being used or discharging and never being used, at least I'm getting to use it now. It plugs into a USB port, and then with some software, it connects and becomes a third monitor. I love it. And by the way, I did a video on it. or I'm going to do a video on it. I've got it done. All I have to do is record it. And that's going to be on Monday. So if you want to learn how to use your iPad as a third monitor, watch on Monday.
That's advertising, Huey.
I know. Unpaid advertising. Okay, 5 powerful window tools you probably never use but should. I'm not sure whether that's accurate. Let's see if it mentions what the snipping tool. I use Snagit, so that's not of value to me. But the Windows Sandbox I use occasionally for testing untrusted software. Quick Assist. I thought Quick Assist went away, and it didn't. It's still out there. For hassle-free remote tech support, and a reliability monitor for diagnosing system crashes, and task scheduler for automating repetitive actions. I think these might be some things we'll talk about in my next set, a WinSig, another advertising. And Google Chrome is about to get big tabs features. One of the big things is it's liable to have tabs on the left-hand side. And so is when they're talking about that for Windows as well. And at first I didn't think that would be something I would like, but I've been looking at it, and it's getting harder and harder to look at and use. The tabs are at the top, that if it was along the side, it would be easier, and you could have more of them that would be available and you'd be able to look at. And I think, Ron, you're next. Oh, this is going to be a fishy one, I know.
Norway's new supercomputer to use wastewater to raise salmon. I thought that was a nice article, and that's they're going to use the heat, because these supercomputers create an incredible amount of heat, so they're going to use it to raise salmon. And I thought, well, okay, that's a feel-good article. Thought we'd talk about that. And this is Dell says PC said that we talked about this before.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, they're going to stay flat. And this is just a minute here. Is this the HP article?
This is NVIDIA's Google Defense HP layoffs. Suno, Warner AI music deal.
Yeah, so HP is going to lay off, this is like Richard Clarkson, one of our viewers, mentioned that this is going to be it's a big news. That's a lot of people to lay off. But anyway, there's going to be big layoffs at HP.
Oh,
15 minutes left. We've got to do the any comments that we've got.
Yeah, I got to look to see where we left. I know where it was. Come on. Oh, yeah, right here. This was like when we were talking about somebody sitting in on a show.
Not specifically me. He asked if anyone would like to comment on the news, invite people in rotation. Good point, and it's easy to do. We thought about that, and it's something that more on that to come, Mike. Mike Ungerman, Mint Mobile Black Friday offer, $15 a month, unlimited everything, but paid year in advance. I just switched from Google Fi. So Mint Mobile, special Black Friday offer. If you are into cell phones and you're looking at changing your plan. Mike Saunders, Ron, it's the English version, not aluminum. It's aluminum. It's not aluminum. It's aluminium. Well, there's a lot of different ways to pronounce it. Does Ron pronounce aluminum the British way or the U.S.? Well, we could talk aluminum or aluminium. How else can you say it? Mike, what do you is there an Eastern? Is there an Atlantic version of aluminum?
Not really.
Steve says aluminum OS, a bright idea. Aluminous. Yeah, I don't know how they got these names. Clark says Unwin UI is already out as part of
Uni Win UI
is already out as part of Windows Store, but does lots of third-party apps. Also, great utility. Yeah, I get that, but I think this is part of. It's going to be part of the update, the Windows update that comes through as part of your system update. It's gonna. That's my idea. Is that it's going to.
It's going to be just like using the Play Store on
Yeah.
your phone and searching for updates.
Because up till now, as far as I know, the Windows
Update has done it for Windows components and Microsoft specific apps like Office in the past. They're just going to expand it to apps that are available in the in the Apple Store, Store, Microsoft Store.
Steve says new app updates won't be replacing Patch My PC anytime soon. Okay. Murray says I use Copilot. Murray says I use Copilot and or Gemini all the time for shopping for anything. I do too. Yeah, it's just the best. Steve says foot pedals. Use your mouse on the floor. There you go. Richard says, I hope HP can find AI buyers to replace the 6,000 employees AI is replacing, to replace the human buyers that won't be buying HP. Yeah, and who buys printers anymore, right? You know, I mean, we just don't print that much. So I don't know how popular. Like, I mean, I don't. Life's changing, right?
And we're caught up.
Are we all caught up? Excellent.
Yep.
Okay, let's keep going then. We did.
And we just talked about that.
Did that one? Yep.
Be careful with Samsung. They've made some errors in judgment lately, sending malware out in their apps. So be careful.
So this is this was from Android Authority. This is Google is integrating a Nano Banana right into its apps search bar. I don't have it yet, so this is coming, but it's going to be integrated right into that.
And going back to that other one, what was it about? No, I don't remember. Something popped in my head and popped out just as quick.
Now, this is for those of you, this may be too late if you've already got your turkey cooking. A new way to ruin Thanksgiving is making AI slop recipes. Now, Huey, you actually did a video about AI slop, right?
Yep. Yeah, but not about turkeys.
Not about turkeys. So just be careful. I guess this is a bad time to mention this because you may already have your meal underway. But if you are looking at recipes online, or you're getting your AI, program to make a recipe for you, please double check it, because it's a good way to ruin your Thanksgiving, because there are a lot of stuff out there that just may not work. And I guess, my advice would be, if your mother taught you how to cook a turkey and your family all likes the way you cooked your turkey for the last 30 years, is this really the time to change to a new method like on Thanksgiving? Probably not. Anyway, AI
and most turkeys don't fit in the air fryer anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So remember, AI slop is just crap that AI creates, so you get crappy restaurant letters or recipes as well. Oh, this is a nasty little piece of work. Just a minute, hold it. Did I don't have that. Amazon faces FAA probe after delivery drone snags an internet cable in Texas. So nasty. Too bad. Anyway, that drones do have their complications.
If it snags an internet cable, if that internet cable affects the drone as well, you're going to have all kinds of other problems too.
You might get a free package or something. I don't know.
Or pieces and parts of a drone on your lawn.
You don't usually see internet cables in the air, though. I don't know quite how
Yeah.
that occurred. Maybe this cable was where it shouldn't have been or something. I don't know the whole story, but anyway. Chat. So this is what I mentioned earlier. ChatGPT is losing the AI battle on all sides. Not to say that it isn't doing very well. I think it's got 80% of the market anyway, but it is. Anthropic and Gemini are starting to pull ahead. So that's what I said with the new Gemini material design of it, and with Nano Banana being added, it's definitely something you should look at. Yeah, this was just Galaxy 8 watches on sale for $99. Excellent buy. If you are looking for a Samsung Galaxy watch.
What's the latest version? 9?
I'm not sure. Yeah. Is it 8?
8. Yeah.
So $99. Gee, that's a darn good price. For those of you who may want to, all these articles are on our Facebook page, and you might want to go back if you say, gee, I wouldn't want to look at that article again. They're all posted. They're all on our Facebook page. Just go back there. You can look at them. Now, what was this? This was an article, Huey, about just a minute.
Playlists, a new way to organize your listening.
Oh, this is my favorite. This was about Pocket Casts. I don't know if you guys, whoever uses Pocket Casts, I've used that. Is my podcast. It's my podcast server, or what I viewed podcasts on, and I've used it for 20 years, right? And they're bringing out a new feature called Playlists, and it's a new way of organizing your listening. And I think that's going to be great, because I do not like their current menuing system. I think it sucks.
I've never looked at podcasts, pocketcasts.com, but this sounds fascinating to me, because my biggest gripe about podcasts is if I use Spotify or TuneIn or any of the other ones, when it finishes one podcast, you don't know where it's going to go. It may do an older one from that same developer, or it may do another one that I already watched, or one that I didn't watch that's much older. And if you had a playlist, I would prefer that. And hopefully you can just specify which ones you want to go in the playlist and have a repeating playlist every week. Tell me about Pocket Casts. What does it actually do?
It's an app. It's just an app.
Okay.
It's an app. You can download it at the Play Store, and it's an app for podcasts, and then you can get all your favorite podcasts on Pocket Casts.
And it works on a PC as well as
works on anything.
Mobile devices.
Anything. It works on anything. It's been around for 20 years, right?
Well, that means I missed it for 20 years.
Yeah.
This
was a nice story. It was New York launches vending machine with fresh eggs, meat, and produce. But some of the vending machines have no charge, and they're for homeless people who need help. So I thought, good use of technology.
They're probably the old cigarette machines that they
maybe.
They have no use.
Yeah. People, you might forget, but there's a company called Moment, and it's been around for a long time. And it, we don't, because of these high-end cameras that we have on our phones, we often don't need to put other lenses on it. But there are times when you might want to do macro photography, and that your camera doesn't have the the needs that you require. And Moment is a company, just search them out and you can look at it. And they do create lenses that you can attach on your smartphone. And so I thought maybe people don't know that, but it is, you just attach them, as you can see in the picture here. You just clip, I guess magnetically, it just holds on, and you can, and then you have a macro lens. So if you're interested in that sort of photography, I thought that was interesting. They used to have telephoto lenses, but whoever wants to spend money? I mean, the telephoto features on these smartphones are so good that you could, it's just, I don't think, but the macro photography would be cool. This was an article. Windows 11 update, there was a particular problem that with the update, it had an effect on PC gaming, and this was a big issue for gamers. Like all of a sudden they couldn't do their games, and NVIDIA did rush out a fix for that. So if you are having problems, look at NVIDIA. They have a fix for that for you. We did that one.
Yeah.
Kiwi, this solves our problem. We can now trade in our old wearables, as we want to get Meta's new AI glasses. They have a trade-in program. So to cut the cost of the glasses even more, you can trade. You can trade in and get and use your older glasses and get some money for them. So I thought that would be helpful for people.
Look at the time.
I know. Just a couple more. Let's quickly whip through them. ChatGPT's voice mode is no longer a separate interface, so they've now added that as an interface into ChatGPT. And our last article will be ChatGPT and Copilot are being booted out of WhatsApp. So if you have been using these in WhatsApp, that's not going to work. So those are the articles. So anyway, let's get
final comments from.
Yeah, let's do the final comments before we go. People are probably anxious to get to eat their turkeys now. Gary Bowden, internet over carrier coax is often strung between poles. I guess they didn't tell Amazon that. The Amazon drones. Mike Ungerman, Huey, put rock Cornish game hens, but rock Cornish game hens do fit in an air fryer and are all very tasty meal coated with Italian breadcrumbs. Oh, I'm getting hungry already, Mike. I'm coming to your house for dinner today, I think. Gemini app on my Pixel 8 phone just offered Banana Pro free trial integrated in the menu. Excellent. Excellent. Is that it?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And it's right at 10 o'clock. Excellent. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Just a reminder, we're taking December off. So next Thursday and for the month of December, we will not be having a Tech for Senior live show. But the news, all the news and the same guys will all be doing this for 10 minutes on our Monday show. So even get your news fix on your Monday show. So pop over and come and visit us there. And otherwise, have a great Thanksgiving and a great Christmas. And we'll be
and visit us Monday for our Tech for Senior show.
Yep. And
Wednesday, I'm going to be doing the presentation for the STUG, the Sarasota Technology User Group. And I'm going to be demonstrating a lot of the things I've been playing with in AI. I'm going to do a whole 45 minutes or so of demos of different things that I do with AI. I think we'll find fascinating, and some of the things are just unbelievable.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye all. Bye. Gobble, gobble.
Y'all go.